Leah Klassen joins us in studio today. Of course, trustee with the Garden Valley School Division Board, among many other things. But today you're actually here for not a totally different reason, because it's Trailblazers in Politics.
That's right.
So Trailblazers in Politics is an event that's actually coming up this month very soon.
Yeah, next week.
And is this a new event? First time?
It is. It's the very first time. There was a group of ladies that got together and thought, women statistically are generally underrepresented in politics, especially in our rural areas. And we thought, what better of a way to have a casual evening of our panelists that are going to come out and maybe answer some of the questions that folks are wondering, and start that process again in advance of our October 2026 elections.
Right. So the women that are going to be a part of the panel, who do we have?
So very excited. We were, as a disclaimer, we were very cautious about who we asked for panelists. We were mindful that there are going to be folks that are running in our current election, and we wanted to make sure that there was maybe a little bit of distance in that. So this isn't an all candidates debate. This is not anything in that regard. This is women coming together to understand what being in politics is like and what being a woman in politics could look like. So our panelists, very excited to say that we have Eileen Clark that's coming in. For those that are in the political know, Eileen was a minister in the PC cabinet, the former government. So she was there, and an MLA in her own right. She is coming out. So that's very exciting to have a former MLA, former minister come out and experience and talk about the experience that she had in provincial politics.
Yeah.
We have Sherilyn Knox, who is a mayor. She is the current mayor, but we felt she was enough of a distance away that she's not one of our for the constituents. So she's the current mayor of Portage la Prairie.
Okay.
So that's exciting. We have our very own Karina Bickert from Winkler that's coming out. So as you know, she was a city council member. And then because I do have a place on this committee, I wanted the school trustees to be represented as well, because I think, Jayme, like you mentioned, you were a little shocked that this was an elected position.
Yes.
So that would be, my flag there. We have Hilda Fraze, who's the former board chair of Garden Valley School Division. Hilda was instrumental in moving that board forward for all of the new schools that you see in Winkler. So the advocacy work that she did, along with the superintendent of the day and the board of the day, to have the schools that you see today is incredible. School boards are generally not underrepresented by women. So we do have a significant amount of women that are serving on school board. However, the profile of a school trustee isn't always the same as a city councillor.
Right.
So that is terribly exciting. We're so excited that she was able to make time in her very busy schedule to come out.
Oh, this is going to be a wonderful evening and so informative, and hopefully an encouragement to the women in attendance that they can do it too.
Yes.
Of course, there are barriers. What do you think are some of the reasons we don't see more women in politics at this time?
It's a good question, and I think it depends on each individual circumstance. So time is a big thing. The time commitment for any of these positions is significant. Often I think women feel like, you and I were talking a little bit about going to the ledge, right? And about speaking to committee, and they think, I could never do that. And you can. You might not do it on day one.
Yeah.
But by the next year or the next year, you certainly can. You get involved. So I think that maybe women think that they have to know it all before they go in. And that's not the case. You need to have a passion for your community. You need to have an ability to have good conversations, respectful debates, be able to put your voice across. But at the end of the day, when you are either serving on a school board or you're serving on a municipal council, your vote is one of, pick a number, 1 of 5, 1 of 7, 1 of 9. Right. And so then at the end of the day, you also have to be okay with that the vote not going your way. Because that does happen.
Yep.
Right. So, but I wonder if time might be the biggest barrier.
Now, thinking ahead to this event and thinking what you envision it looking like, do you have questions in mind that you're kind of hoping that women in attendance will ask?
Well, see, we've already preloaded many of the questions, right?
It's always tough to be that first one.
Yeah, that's right. So, we want it to be positive.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that there's many challenges that we can speak to. I really hope that the women in attendance can see the positive of a political position and the difference that you can make in your community for that.